子はここで出るから。
Alright, we got a big doozy for you guys today. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. That way you'll be notified if I upload a video and when I upload a video. Welcome everybody to another episode of Throwback Wednesday, a show where I talk about all kinds of animes that's been around since the Stone Age. And when season 3 is going to be one hell of a ride, and I want to bring you guys more and more of these episodes as time progresses and then as time passes by. Now, if this is your first episode watching Throwback Wednesday, please, to be a refresher course, please be sure to watch my previous episode, which was episode 1, to give you a general idea of what Throwback Wednesday is all about. Now, the basics are very simple before we get started. We will take anime from 5 to 10 years and beyond and talk about them as time progresses. Now, this is a show that I really wanted to talk about since 2014, in fact. So I should probably stop dialing and get moving on. So, Cross Orange is a show that not only makes you think really hard, it makes you really, really want to... But the characters have this aura that really you can actually feel like you're a part of the universe. You're right there experiencing what Ange is experiencing, the betrayal, the pain that she suffers. Everything in this anime is to perfection. Ange's betrayal in this anime is so freaking deep that you can really feel and understand what the character is in a sense. So here is the plot. So the plot for Cross Orange goes like this. Through the development of groundbreaking information, transfer and material generation technology called mana, various problems such as war and pollution have disappeared, and days of peace have arrived in the world. However, the people who receive the benefit of mana live in false peace. Those who cannot use mana are referred to by the term norma, who are seen as an oppression to structures of society. Live in an oppression, opposition, my bad, because this is the norm. The people who use mana do not question it. The first princess of the Mitsurugi Empire, Angelis, was convinced of her belief of exterminating the Norma. But when she is turned 16 and was baptized, her elder brother Giulio was exposed her as a Norma to the public. Angelis, who is bewithered by the revelation that she herself was a normal all along, turns into a target of hate of the people. In a blink of an eye, Ange is exiled to the Arsenal. Arsenal is a isolated military base, where Normal is conscripted into service, and then starts her new life as a normal soldier. As she struggles to adjust to her new identity, Ange is now stormy life takes one surprising turn after another, and she embarks on her quest to correct the world that she lives in. The strange thing about Cross Orange is what really the vibe I got out of the show is she wonders that she's fighting a real war. if she's living in the true Earth. And there's things called the counter-Earth and all that stuff in the science fiction novels or science books, or conspiracy theory stuff. And this, in a sense, this is what the show is, and it's so real to me because it really reminds me of the effed up world we live in today. And that's all that needed to be said about that. But nevertheless, this is one of the best shows I could ever recommend you guys, and you guys have to give the show a shot. So if you the story is very complex when you're thinking of this across Ange, because it not only focuses on hardcore storytelling, which makes it good. By the way, it does make it great. But it also takes the time to develop the characters, and I'm glad that they took their time with each episode and they put a little love and extra care into these episodes, and I can pretty much tell because it's just one of the best. It's the best feeling when you get a great vibe out of an anime. That's just my opinion. Each character that was introduced had a minor role, a certain role, Tusk being a main role. You had surprises that I will not mention, but I will mention the characters by name. Ange being one of them. You had Solomon Dine being the second, and Vivian is the third character that I want to mention. You had Rosalie. You have Embryo. You have Tusk. You have Jasmine is one of my favorite other characters, the side characters in the anime, where she's like someone that Vivian calls her granny because I think she's the oldest working normal in the whole base, and she's like, "What are you calling granny?" And it reminds me, the word granny reminds me of my granny, which is kind of funny in a way, but it's strange because I call her granny, my grandmother granny, because she's old. I'll shut up now. May is one of the mechanics that is voiced by my favorite VA, Hilary Hang, Haag, I think. I don't know. I think it makes sense for her to stay out of the spotlight. I mean, with all the shit that's been going down lately, I feel for her. I mean, it's best not to get involved with all the stuff that's been controversy and all this shit that's been going down. And but I really wish, I really want to see her in more roles and more starting roles, because she's one of my favorite actors of all time, and I've been a fan of her since 1999 when she came out with Princess Nine, which is a baseball anime. I really respect her work ethic on that. You had a lot of these characters that were really involved in this show were basically my favorite at the time, and I respect them a great deal. But if you haven't checked out this show, I'd really recommend it. This show is wonderful. I always give it praise. When I first started YouTube, I really gave this show a lot of praise back then. 3 years ago, to be precise. And I got a lot of mixed feelings about it, too. I was freaking obsessed with that anime. But, I mean, come on. Isn't everybody these days? Everybody has this little phase they go through. Nevertheless, back on topic. Everything is spot on. And when they're spot on, just like that, everything seems to fit into place, and Cross Ange does it beautifully. Mwah! These episodes were just spot on. Everything fits into place. There was nothing really. These episodes took time to explain everything from top to bottom. This is why I love anime. They take their time. They don't rush anything. I really love this show in all its entirety. It does make you think, however. It does make you think of all of the It really does. Everything is so complex that you really have to pay close attention to all the details going on in the episodes. So when watching this series, it's kind of like Railgun, where you have to pay close attention. And even if you miss a couple details, I'm pretty sure you won't understand what's going on. And that's the same way with Index. If you haven't followed the series or haven't tried it out, I really highly recommend watching this series, because it's one of the best I've ever seen in my entire life. It was one of the best creative works of art that I can pretty much tell you without a doubt, because I've seen all the way up to 25 episodes through its entirety. I praise these episodes a lot. I praised the anime a lot when I first started 3 years ago. And I can't believe it's been 3 freaking years ago since I started YouTube. Jesus, man. And it looks how it kind of takes a wild turn and makes me reflect on how I've done, and everything that I've accomplished was in great importance. And you guys, I want to thank you guys real quick. Thank you for always supporting this channel. Cross-ons. It is a show really, really worth your time if you have the time. Now I might have gotten a bit overboard when I said it was the best anime of all time. Well, one of the best. It is really respected by me a lot, and I can really much tell you without a doubt that it's probably one. I'm not gonna say or categorize it and put myself out there and say it's the greatest of all time, but this is really not, because there's a lot of them that come before it that are just as good, if not better, and I will admit that wholeheartedly, warm-heartedly in my heart, because the fact is, my point I'm trying to make is, it's one of the greats. It's one of it. Within that genre, I really had fun watching this series in all its entirety, as a whole, as as my friend E would tell you, like, as a whole. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for 117. If I hadn't had you guys with me, none of this would even be possible, and I wouldn't be doing YouTube today. So I want to take my time and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys keep this channel going. You guys help me. You guys help any way you can. You guys are awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am very blessed. I am humbled, and I am grateful to have gotten to know each and every one of you guys, and I hope to continue to interact with you guys as much as possible. And with that said, and lastly, I want to thank the Lord up top, man. He has been supporting me since the very beginning, and you guys as well. And for that, I want to say thank you. I will continue to make Throwback Wednesday Season 3. You best believe it. I have a lot of fun making these episodes by heart, and I put a lot of effort and a lot of heart into my episodes. And, I will continue to do so. To all of my YouTubers, to all of my followers, to all my subscribers, all you guys, thank you you guys keep this channel running. You guys keep my heart in the right place. I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you for all the support you guys been giving me. And until the next time, this is Blake G from Shadow Gamer AX signing out, guys. Peace.